This is your spoiler alert. Please be advised, major spoilers ahead. Again, this is your spoiler alert. Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I am Mike with Mike W Productions.
Nice to meet ya. Love your perfume. What is that? The scent of death?
As you know. Now, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. We shall see by the end, shall we? Now, as you can read on the little title thing down here, I am reviewing the Suicide Squad. Yes, the Suicide Squad. There's a lot going on in this movie. I did just get back from it. I haven't really given myself time to digest everything. But my hot take is, it's pretty good. It's surprisingly pretty good. We start off with our traditional stuff, our little intros to the team. There is a lot of little intros, but it's not like the dumb ones that they did with the original Suicide Squad.
She inhabits Dr. Moon's body now. Call him Killer Croc. Harley Quinn. Digger Harkness. Or as the tabloids call him, Captain Boomerang. Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot. And have you heard of the pyrokinetic homeboy? He was king of the world until he lost his queen.
It was more so, this is this person, this is what they do, moving on. And this is this person, this is what they do, moving on. They didn't need to have one and sometimes two introductions like they did in the other first Suicide Squad, which I found kind of refreshing because it told me, yeah, James Gunn actually knows what the heck he's doing and he's not just filling time with, you know, a bunch of repetitive stuff. The movie itself, I won't go into too many actual spoilers because I know people are going to see this, but I do want to warn you, there will be big spoilers, so if you haven't seen this movie yet, go see it, come back and watch the review, or get it on HBO Max, which I believe it is on HBO Max now, so, which I appreciate the double release because I don't want to have to get another streaming service to watch a movie. So with that being said, there is a lot of violence, a lot of gore, no real sexual content, quite a bit of language.
I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
If you are a parent, if your kid's not 17 or anything, I would highly suggest not taking them to see this movie, because especially if you thought Kill Bill was bad with the violence, because this tops basically Kill Bill, with the gore at least. It's basically finding Private Ryan. Basically it's just a gore fest, or Thin Red Line, along those kind of graphic scenes. The plotline is crazy, which I expected. It's James Gunn. He wrote and directed this thing. His brother's in it for a minute maybe, which I expected. Bunch of stars, a lot of people die, stuff happens. The overall review for this movie is it is a fun ride. Now, let's jump into some spoilers. So you have this team that goes on this mission. Of course, that is their job. They are the Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad jumps into this mission. Harley Quinn's there. Boomerang is there. Some other guys are mixed in from new and old people. Even Captain What's-His-Face from the last movie, Rick Flair or Rick Flag or something like that. He's in this movie. The guy who dated Enchantress. He's in this movie. He's a good actor. And they are the C-Team. They are basically the distraction so that the B-Team, or I don't want to say the A-Team.
What's it say?
Well, it says, I love it when a plan comes together.
Because, copyright infringement and all that, but, hey. So the B-Team is on the other side of the island infiltrating the thing that the C-Team was supposed to be going in, while the C-Team is basically getting mulled over. There are some funny jokes throughout this thing. A lot of stuff's just kind of happening, but it is coherent. Oddly enough, it is very coherent. The scenes with Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, of course, are great. The ones with John Cena. John Cena plays...
He's an asshole.
a decent, whatever his name was in this movie. Again, some of these characters are so new. The only ones that I really remember is maybe Rat Queen, Polka Dot Man. I know his name isn't Shark King. He has a different name too, but Shark King is in this one. Captain Boomerang, of course, but that's because I saw him from the other one. There's just a lot of people that aren't really necessary in this one. So right off the bat, they basically kill off half of the team, leaving the Captain Rick guy and Harley Quinn alive on that side, while Idris Elba's character and a couple other people are on the other side of this island fighting in. Okay, so that happens. And it just continues from there. Pretty action-packed, a lot of stuff just going on. So, I'm not going to go into like a super deep dive into it. Again, I'm just got done watching it. It's kind of a cerebral overload, if you think like that. Like, my brain is just like, what did I just see? But in a good way. So, do I suggest going to see it? Yeah, go ahead and go see it, definitely. Do be warned, a lot of violence, bit of language, gore, people being eaten, people being killed, heads flying off and things like that. But the storyline is good, the character development is pretty good. Of course, you have some characters that are already developed from the last movie. Another thing is, you do not have to see the other Suicide Squad to get this Suicide Squad, because there's very little to do with that one, which I am happy about. Also, there is a small appearance from Taika Waititi, which is cool. I like him as a director and an actor. I don't know him as a person. Again, I don't know James Gunn as a person, nor do I care. Like, what their politics and religion, I've said this before, I really don't care. I like them as actors, not as people, if that makes sense. So, with that being said, guys, yeah, do I suggest this movie? Yeah, if you're an adult who can handle their gore and violence and mild language, yeah, go see it. It's quite a bit worse than Kill Bill, but I wouldn't say that it's any less gory than like A Thin Red Line, which was kind of a gore fest within itself. If you can handle that, you'll be good with this. So, do I suggest you take your kids? That's up to you as a parent, but I do not suggest that you go see this with your kids unless you see it first. That's just my advice. If you're an adult, you do what you want. So, with that being said, guys, go ahead and give this video a little like. Hit the little subscribe button because we will eventually go into more detail on the Suicide Squad Part 2. I just don't want to spoil everything for you, plus I'm still digesting the mentalness of this movie because it was a crazy ride. So yeah, with that being said, give me a couple days. I might throw something out at you maybe Saturday, and then of course tomorrow I will have the Bad Batch episode, next episode for you guys on the stream here for you guys. So with that being said, thank you guys for coming in, and we will see you next time. Peace.